During this video, I'll share how to set up insurance. In this video, we'll cover the following important aspects: insurance setup, importance of payer ID, and primary billing method. To begin with, navigate to Setup in the main menu and click on Insurance Plan, and the Search Insurance screen will open. Let me search one insurance, Aetna, and Aetna insurance details will get displayed. Either you can click on the Edit button and edit the insurance, or you can add the insurance by clicking on the plus sign. Practice Suite populates a list of insurance based on the state and clearinghouse. Keep in mind that you can also add payers from the charge entry screen. Let's say you enter charges and you see a new patient with a new brand insurance, which is not in the system. In this circumstance, you don't need to navigate into this screen. Rather, you can invoke this screen from the charge entry screen itself. So let's go and look at the payer setup screen. Click the Edit button and the insurance company's information screen will open. Here is the payer name, payer ID, which is the electronic payer ID, the payer type, which is commercial insurance, and the end date effective. If you don't want to use this payer anymore, put an end date to this payer, and it will no longer show up on any drop-down lists. But for all the historical billing, this payer will be available. Then there's the address of the payer as it appears on the insurance card, and the phone numbers and fax numbers. Going down to some of the specific details of the payer, like how do you want the primary billing method to be? Let's say if the payer accepts claims electronically, then EDI will be primary billing method, which is for electronic claims. I can always force the method to be paper if the payer only accepts the claims on paper. If the payer happens to be a secondary payer, then how do you want to send the claim? Do you want to send it electronically by selecting EDI or paper? Or if it should be a primary crossover by selecting the method as COB. Crossover meaning, I don't need to send it to the secondary payer. Rather, my primary insurance will forward the claim to my secondary with all the processed claim details. EMC receiver. Practice Suite allows you to connect with your clearinghouse, and we currently have connectivity with over 15 different clearinghouses. We do prefer that you use our clearinghouse, but at the same time, we can make exceptions to connect our software with your clearinghouse. Procedure code set. What type of procedure set are you going to use during the billing? Is it a CPT code or HCPCS or both? Default the set to be CPT. Diagnosis code set. As you may know, Practice Suite recently rolled out a dual-mode ICD-10 coding software, and when the ICD-10 classification becomes effective, we'll also populate ICD-10 codes in the drop-down to select. Right now, the default for the code set will be ICD-9 codes. There are other fields like exclude prior PR payment, which can be used while posting the insurance payments. If the insurance is a capitated plan, which means if you select the insurance as capitated, Practice Suite will send the claim, but as soon as it sends the claim to the insurance payer, it will automatically write off the outstanding line because it knows that you're not going to receive any payment, so it automatically clears the lines to be a zero balance. Eligibility payer ID. Practice Suite provides you with connectivity to an external payer to do eligibility verification for members enrolled in this insurance and subpayer IDs to use an extension to additional payers. But for the most part, these two fields are not relevant. Claim response limit. We offer a very innovative and collective module within the system called Collections Manager, which monitors the claims sitting in the system as unpaid. And once the 30-day threshold limit is reached, as the response limit here is set to 30 days, if you see no other activity in the form of denial or in the form of EOBs, those claims are automatically moved to the Collections Manager so that a follow-up team can actually go and investigate with the insurance company to find out what really happened to these claims that were sent out over 30 days ago. Plan Details is where you'll be able to see a list of insurance plans set up for different patients. So the most important items we need to focus on while creating insurances is to make sure the insurance payer ID is correct and the primary billing method is correct. This is to assure your claims will be received by your insurance payers successfully. To summarize, we've just covered how to set up insurance.